2. Your message matters. I'm so grateful that you are here. And this is the show where we turn your life victories into vibrant stories. Do you want to write a book? Well, if you do, you are in the right place. So let's jump into this really quick because I want you to get the basis so you can identify who you are and what characteristics you possess that may either hold you back or propel you forward. So People Keys has used DISC as a basis. Now, DISC is after what Florence titled with the original, I think, Greek or Latin terms. But basically, it's very simple. There are basically 4 personality types, and I am going to bring up a visual for you. The 4 personality types. Now, these types are very easy to understand, but one of the ways this is like a long course that I teach over the matter of either like hours or sometimes even days, but this will give you an idea of where you might fit in. So when you look at the DISC profile, you see the DICS, and those 2 on your left, the D and the C, are basically task-oriented, and those on the right, the I and the S, are people-oriented. You will know if you are people-oriented, you might already know that, or if you are task-oriented. And some people might look at this even a little differently. Those that are task-oriented are generally introverts, and those that are people-oriented are generally extroverts. And one of the ways that I think is fun to think about in trying to figure out yourself, if you don't know already, is pretend that you are standing in front of an elevator door. It's about to open. And either you are thinking, oh, I hope this thing is empty. I don't want to interact with anybody. I just want to get in there, push the button, and get to the floor I'm going to. That might be an introvert way to look at the elevator. Then, if you look at that elevator door and when it opens, you are hoping to see people in there so you can smile, interact, maybe say something funny, just be with people. You are probably an extrovert. And even if you're not thinking those things before the door opens, when you walk in, you have a sense of which you might be. So what are the differences then between the 2 that are in each of these categories? So the D category is the type of person that is dominant, as it says here. They are usually in charge of things. They really, truly are leaders. If there is a born leader, they are it. They take charge of things. They are task-oriented, not to say that there may not be part of their personality that is people-oriented, which seems like such a crazy dichotomy. I fit into that category, and I know many people do. I'm going to stop sharing for just a minute, but let's walk through this image just so you have an idea. So you have the Ds that are dominant, get things done kind of people, and usually are good delegators. You have the Is, which are people-oriented. They are the party waiting to happen. They talk to everybody, and typically they are slightly disorganized because they're so involved in just talking, they forget what they're doing, and that's that. I have a part of both of those in my personality, and these are like a muscle. You can develop them by experience, but we do have natural tendencies. The S personality is very steady, very loyal. They do not like doing things by themselves. They will bring all of their friends in, even if it's to make a big decision. They won't generally make decisions without calling a friend. And then the C-type personality, these are those that keep us out of trouble. They're very compliant, they are task-oriented, they're analytical in their mindset, and like I say, they really keep us on track. with all of their analysis and the way that they look at things, they keep us out of trouble, especially if you are like me and was in a very detail-oriented business, which corrections is. And I particularly had a job that was one that I needed reports and I needed to understand them, and I would task them out to people that generally were C personality types so they could dissect it, look at it, and give me the bottom line. So these are the 4 types of personalities. Do you have an idea of which one that you might fit into? Well, let's go a little deeper. The D type makes quick decisions. They are very goal-driven. They may struggle with the details. But what do we know about details? The devil is in the details. I don't really like that saying a whole lot because I don't want the devil in anything I do, but you get my point. The I's are creative and energetic, but they might get distracted or lose focus pretty easily. They really benefit from having an accountability partner or a coach. I'm telling you, they are my favorite clients because I know I can help them the most. The S personality type, they're very patient, they're consistent, they prefer routine, but they might need help sometimes to actually get motivated and do something. Those C personality types, they keep us out of trouble. They are detail-oriented. They are perfectionistic. And when they feel that they haven't been perfect, the whole thing blows up. They can get stuck on revisions. So as an author, if you are a C type, you will have a very hard time being done. So let me break free of that area that can get you stuck. Is you will have mistakes in your book. You want the fewest mistakes possible, but there likely will be some. Just get over it and know that even if you have a mistake in your book, it's still going to make an impact like you want it to. You don't want a lot of mistakes, but you may have 1 or 2, and it is okay. Let me release you from that burden. So, when we are thinking about these personality types, how does that affect us as an author? Well, here's some of the things that you can do when you're recognizing your strengths, but also addressing your weaknesses. When you're recognizing your strengths, the D type of personality can leverage decisiveness to create deadlines and goals. Because the D type of personality makes decisions quickly, even though they know that they might be wrong, they know that there is no wrong, that they will just learn from it and move on. That is the strength of the D type personality. They love deadlines and they can set goals very easily. And yet, no, if you are a D personality type, it's okay to change your goals sometimes. It's okay to change your deadlines. So let me help you break free from that and know that, yes, sometimes we have to make adjustments and it's okay. There's about 3% of the population that are D-type personalities. And like I've said before, if there is a natural leader, it would be a D-type personality. But that is not in any way to discourage anyone who wants to be a leader, because it's a muscle you can develop by personal growth and learning how to be better at who you are. The I-type personality is extremely enthusiastic. That will fuel their creativity, but they need accountability, because without the accountability, they will get lost and distracted. The S-type of personality needs structure and time slots for writing. They need to rely on their consistency in developing a routine that helps them know at 9 a.m. on every day, I'm going to be sitting in front of my computer or working on my book in some way or fashion. This really serves them in a way that will make a huge difference in their life. The C-type personality is amazing because they embrace details so well, but they need to set limits on revision and revision and revision. This is why I always teach, do your editing when you're done with your draft manuscript. Keep writing and addressing what you have in your outline. Follow your outline. It doesn't have to be in order, but just let it flow. And don't worry about if you have a period in the right place and then go down some rabbit trail with editing, how you should edit and if you should edit and why and all of those things. Let it go. Just flow freely with your content and know that you're going to go back later and either hire an editor or you may edit yourself using some tools to help you to make it the best possible. So let's talk about the weaknesses just a little bit, because we do need to know that each of our personality types do have weakness, and that's okay. That's the way we were created. It's okay. Here are some of the solutions that you could use for these different kinds of weaknesses, we'll call them, in the different personality types. The D personality type needs to slow down and allow time for the details. Again, write free flow, record however you want to get your book done. But then know that you're going to need to hire an editor or to take the time necessary that you can edit this book using various tools that are available in the marketplace today. You will know that you can edit and feel good about what you've created. The I personality type needs to focus on one idea at a time and follow through. Turn off all distractions. Put a big sign on your office door. Just stay focused. I had a lady in a networking group tell me one time, I know what your problem is you don't stay focused. It really hurt my heart, and I was very indignant at the whole idea that she said I was not focused. See, that tapped into the ego part of my D personality because she didn't know me at all. However, she was right. She was right. When I was acting in my I-type personality, I was distracted, and I can tap into the strengths of both of those personality types and be very creative, but also stay on task. The S personality type needs to learn to push through the comfort zone, that terror barrier, keep going and don't look back. Push through the discomfort and set incremental goals and get accountability set up around you. This will help you so much. The C-type personality sets deadlines, but they have doubt surrounding the deadlines. And because that, they spend endless hours trying to figure out, is this a good day to put on this particular task? What day should I launch? And oh my goodness, is that even going to work? What holidays are around there? Is it the right day of the week to launch? Wait a minute, we need to research more to figure all these things out. And they can go down so many research pigeonholes or rabbit trails, not pigeonholes probably, but rabbit trails, that they never get anything done because they get so stuck in procrastination. Now, let me ask you really fast. Do you see yourself in maybe more than one of those areas, or even all of them? Somebody told me one time that the more Christ-like you are, the more you are all of those personality types. I don't know if that's true. I claimed that for a while in my life because I thought it sounded good. I don't know if it's the reality or the truth, but I do know that God can help you with each of your strengths and help you to develop those better, and each of your weaknesses. So Here's a couple hints for each of the personality types. For a D, set clear timelines and start with a bullet point outline. I do this every time I write a book. I'm writing a book right now. I'm so excited about it. And that's exactly what I'm doing, is bullet points and then filling in what story I want to tell, what verse ties to it, all of the different things. I've got it all outlined out. This helps me an awful lot in helping create anything. The I personality type, make sure that you're breaking up your writing into creative brainstorming sessions, followed by focused writing sprints. Short term, maybe even 30 minutes for you, because it's easy for your mind to get jumbled up with it all and overwhelmed. You don't want to get to overwhelmed. You want to do sprints, not marathons, because you will never be able to stay on track with a marathon. So do it in little snippets. I do this too, because I set 1 hour goals and I'm good at an hour. But if I start writing longer an hour, so often I don't follow through as well, because I do get overwhelmed. For the S personality type, create daily or weekly writing habits and fit them in your routine, and set alarms so that you know it's time for you to take your writing seriously, and set up an accountability partner if you need one. And then your C personality type, again, start with an outline, task-oriented, very good to start with an outline. It is for all of the personality types, honestly. And review your schedule once. Don't keep getting stuck in editing, and don't edit your work, period. I hope this has helped you today really understand exactly what you are doing as a character in your book, especially for books about you. And if you identify yourself, you can also identify the perfect fit reader for you, so that you can speak their language. Book a session with me and let's talk about personalities. I would love it. Thank you for being here, and God bless.